Back now with Mike Reiss. All right, where do you start with this whole big story? Let's start with the fact that I'm shocked he didn't get an NFL offer.
Yeah, and I think that's where I start, Steve. The idea that Bill Belichick, to me, is an NFL guy.
Right.
Like, I feel like there's
he joined the NFL in 1975.
I know.
We're talking nearly 50 years.
I know, Steve. There's a part of me that feels like the NFL, I don't want to say turned its back on Bill because that's too strong, but that I feel like the NFL is better when Bill Belichick is in it. And the fact he's not, that's what I'm trying to say, Steve. It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right.
But what does feel right is if he's not going to be in it, that Bill is coaching. Like, he is a coach, and coaches coach. And I was listening to him earlier this week on one of his various media appearances, and he talked about just why you get into this. He loves football, Steve. He loves coaching. And, like, the media stuff, like, I'm sure he enjoyed it, but that doesn't fill his bucket. He wants to coach. And so this was the best opportunity that he had, and I certainly will be pulling for him. I think if you're from here and all the success that he had, you have to root for him, right?
Yeah, no question. So here's the thing. 3 years, $30 million, okay?
Okay.
Is he using this as a stepping stone to get back? He's 15 wins away from breaking Don Shula's record.
Well, Steve, you know from having covered him with me 24 years.
Right.
We never really know what Bill Belichick is thinking, right? Is that fair to say?
More than fair.
We just have to
More than fair.
Really guess.
Yeah.
You know, I think if an NFL opportunity presented itself in the next, call it 2 years from now, let's say he goes down to North Carolina, wins big, I think it would be hard for him to turn that down, Steve. I think the NFL is in his blood.
And he's taking, hopefully, his son with him. Steven.
Yep.
Who's the defensive coordinator at University of Washington,
yep.
right?
Yep.
So he'll be coming and joining. And now, is the contract set up in such a way that if Bill leaves, he takes over as a head coach?
You know, those were some of the reports, Steve, but I haven't seen anything official on that.
Okay.
And I am also curious who else is coming. We know Michael Lombardi, who worked with him in Cleveland and even here in New England, 2014-15, will be his general manager, which is a whole new thing in college football.
You need one now, right?
With the NIL and the money and all that stuff. And so who else is coming? Will Matt Patricia go? Will Joe Judge go? A lot of the familiar names and faces and coaches from his time.
Not to mention Josh McDaniels. We'll see if he goes. That's right. All right, I have to talk to Matty P. We'll talk to Matty P and get the scoop on all that.
He's done a great job here on Sports Final.
Coming in. Exactly. Boy, Bill Belichick, Carolina Blue.
Do you like what I wore?
I do. I noticed that.
I mean, it might have been a coincidence.
No.